a zombie flick, but it's not all about zombies. It's basically a home invasion film where zombies kind of get involved. This should be Resident Evil. This is Resident Evil. This is what it should have been. I'm telling you that right now. This is better than Resident Evil, the movies. A home invasion film where these criminals, these killers basically, you know, they rob houses and then they torture their victims and end up killing them and taking whatever loot they can. In the beginning it shows them, you know, with this family, they make them do stuff and they kill them, so they move on to the next family. And this main family that we're getting to know in this movie, you know, the dad is a scientist and he has a secret lab in his house, in the basement. He has this lab where he's, you know, he's got these zombies locked up and he's running tests and stuff like that. And this woman, you know, she's in there and she's basically a test subject and she gets eaten by one of the zombies. And so he's got this secret thing that he's working on, while the family has some secrets of their own. You know, there's a little boy, there's an older son, and then there's the wife. And they seem like they're a great family. They're you know, they're having dinner together, and they're just, you know, they're very tight, even though the father doesn't spend as much time with the kids. Well, these robbers set their sights on their house, and it's a really nice house out in the middle of nowhere, and it's kind of by a forest. Resident Evil, I'm telling you, it looks like the mansion. I mean, it's not as big as the mansion Resident Evil, but it works. This should be Resident Evil, I swear. Oh man. So these robbers basically break into the house and they basically hold them hostage. And you know, these guys are sick. You know, there's the main guy, I don't remember his name, but he was fantastic. The main killer, the main guy, the bald guy, he was fantastic. Then there's this crazy guy who talks like this, and he has like a cross on his cheek or whatever. And then there's the younger boy of the killer group, and he's the brother of the main guy. And he seems kind of like, I don't know, he seems kind of shifty, like he doesn't really want to be there and do this stuff. And on the other hand, if he doesn't do it, his brother's going to kill him. Because his brother's psychotic. He's just psychotic. He really is. But these three guys break into the house. They want money, but yet they want to torture this family. They want to see this family, you know, they're having fun with them. You know, they do stuff to the wife. And then they make them play this game where they have to tell their dirty secrets. And then you get to find out more about these characters, more about the family that you didn't know. You find stuff about the wife that you didn't know. You find stuff about the little boy that you didn't know. They're just things that, you know, they fleshed out these characters very, very well. And the acting is fantastic. It is fantastic. I hate when people say, well, low-budget independent films never have good acting. That is not true. Watch this movie. There's a lot of emotion with this family. The dialogue is great. And the killers, they say some really messed up stuff, but that's the character. That's what they're playing. And I felt like that the killers were grounded in this movie because it could happen in real life. You know, it's the way the world is now. I'm not surprised if someone would do stuff like that. You look on the news, you'll find out, you know, you'll see things. you'll hear and see things that that you wouldn't even believe that people do. But anyway, so they're inside the house, and while they're holding this family hostage, you know, a couple of the guys, the killers, go downstairs in the basement and find out, oh, you know, they're running tests on zombies, and the zombies break out, and of course you know what happens. The zombies run amok. The father scientist, you know, he's like, it's been breached, our project's been breached, and zombies pretty much take over the world. At the end, I love the end credits, because while the credits are rolling, you get to see what's happening after this. There's only like 4 or 5 zombies that escape this house, but then they start biting people, and then those people turn, and then so it just goes. It's like a snowball rolling down the hill. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. At the end credits, you get to see the plague, and basically the virus is starting to spread, and people are starting to get infected. Let me tell you something. The gore effects in this movie are so good. A+ on the gore effects. It's been so long since I've seen a zombie flick that has such, you know, the you know, eating the intestines and the blood and the guts, and it gives Day of the Dead a run for its money, and even Dawn of the Dead. It really does. Because the stuff they do in here is just, oh my God, it's a gore fest, but it's so good. It's done so well. The gore effects. There's a part where a character gets their head smashed in with a rock. Oh my God, it looks so disgusting, but it looks so real. They did such a good job. No CGI stuff here. No CGI. Now, if it was a big blockbuster film or some kind of big horror film, they would just use CGI blood or CGI whatever. It takes you out of the movie. That's why I think this one was done so well. You could tell the you know, the patience and the care they took with doing these special effects. You can see that they took time with this, and like just the creation. It's so good. I really enjoyed this one. It's, you know, you can say it's a zombie home invasion film. It's like a home invasion film that turns backwards, like with these guys who come to find out this secret in the basement. I love that. But this could have been Resident Evil. I'm telling you, this could be the ultimate Resident Evil movie. Show what happens, you know, in the mansion. There's people living in the mansion. They get killed off. The zombies come up. They start going out into the forest, which they do in this movie. And then it spreads all over the city, which it does in this movie. I'm telling you, this is Resident Evil. Come on, guys. Make a Resident Evil, please. That series needs to be rebooted. Really, really good film. I'm going to butcher the director's name. I think it's Brini Amerigo. Brini Amerigo. I guess that's how you say it. Great job. Actors in this. You got Danny Cutler. You got Alex Southern, Katie Davies Speak, David White, James Wiles, Vanina Marini. Good job. I really enjoyed the acting. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the special effects. I enjoyed the plot. Really, really cool plot. And like I said, the actors and actresses, fantastic job. Especially the lead psychopath, the lead killer. He was great. A lot of the delivery and the lines he said, it was just like, wow, this guy is messed up. But that was his character, like I said. Great job. This is the best Wild Eye feature that I've seen so far.